everyone, Scott of the Scottman, and we're here to do a drive video today. We are heading south on I-45. We're near where the Grand Parkway is, up in the far northern part of Harris County, and we're going to be heading south toward like the downtown Houston area. Oh, it's like pretty much just south of I-10. But it is a beautiful day here in the Houston metro area. Temperatures are, my car thermometer is reading 66 degrees Fahrenheit, which is almost 19 degrees Celsius, so very nice out today and mostly sunny skies. So right now we're in the Spring area of Texas. And then coming up here, yeah, we got the, we technically passed the exit for 2920, which we're about to go over that over here, which, yeah, if you take 2920 east, which is Spring Cypress Road, that will take you to Old Town Spring. If you head 2920 west, that'll take you out to Tomball and eventually out to Waller, where it meets up with 290. And yeah, out to the left, that is Splash Town. It's a pretty big water park. I think it's called Six Flags Hurricane Harbor now, but I think everybody still calls it Splash Town. Because yeah, when I lived here for 4 years when I was a kid, it was called Splash Town. That's where we went all the time in the summertime to have fun in the water. Yeah, I do apologize for some of the sun glare that's in the right side of the camera. Thankfully, it's not too bad because it's kind of in the corner. And at some parts of the video, we'll be going more to the southeast, so it won't be as bad. Yeah, this is my second week down here in Texas. So I've filmed a couple other driving videos already down here, including one I did on the Beltway 8 or the Sam Houston Tollway, and I think the most recent one I did was I-10 going east into Houston from the Grand Parkway. So they're doing the same thing, but on I-45 this time. So yeah, we're kind of in a big shopping area right now. It's like, yeah, there's some shopping in different businesses and restaurants, or back at the interchange with Cypresswood and Holtzworth. And we got even more coming up to the exit for 1960. Which, yeah, 1960 is a very, very busy highway because there's an endless number of stores and restaurants all on that road, especially going west toward the Willowbrook area with 249, and of course even further west heading out to 290 where it meets up with Highway 6. Yeah, we got a bit of a slowdown up ahead, yet it's not even on the traffic map. But yeah, Houston is notoriously known for really bad traffic. And by Detroit standards, it's a lot worse. Because yeah, traffic can be bad in the Metro Detroit area, which that's where I'm from, but it does not compare to what we see in Houston. Although normally you don't see slowdowns up here as much. And he decided to merge in front of me and go just as slow. I don't know about that one, but yeah, I'm gonna need to turn the air conditioning on because it's a little warm in here. So we do that really quick. Yeah, this is kind of the problem. We got slow moving trucks. There's even trucks in the far left lane. I don't even know if that's legal. But yeah, we're going over 1960 now, and yeah, as you can tell, this area is very busy. Which we'll pretty much will be seeing busyness the rest of the way, and we'll see some slowdowns, I would say, once we get south of the Beltway, as we get closer into the city. But yeah, I'm on my way down into Houston right now because I'm going to Buffalo Bayou Park because I need to finish my Houston travel video that I'm doing. Basically, it's a video about things to do in Houston. To basically improve a couple videos I did back in 2018. I can probably get back over now. Got past those slow-moving trucks back there. As I was saying earlier, this is my second week down in Texas. I head back to Michigan this weekend, well, as I'm recording this. But I decided to stay down here longer because we don't have to go back into the office until next week. But we're back to work starting today, but I'm just working remotely out of the hotel. Because it makes no sense for me to drive back to Michigan this week where I don't even have to be in the office, and it is really, really cold there and snowy. Well, I've been down in Texas. I've missed 3 snowstorms. So I can't complain at all, especially when you have beautiful weather like this. It's like if you have the option to stay down in weather like this or go back to cold and snowy Michigan, it's like, what would you choose? But yeah, for any of my fellow Michiganders who are watching these driving videos that I've been doing in Texas, mostly in Houston, but even the couple I did in Fort Worth, Texas, when I've been uploading the early part of January, which I filmed back in November, which that was a separate trip. Yeah, notice how like all the freeways in the Houston area have these side roads. They're pretty nice, that just because they serve businesses that are right on the freeway. Yeah, they're called feeder roads here in Houston. And then yeah, so you also got like HOV or high occupancy vehicle lanes too. It's like there's even like an access over here. Things to like, they got this really big park and ride system that's, yeah, it's right over by like, yeah, it's like, because yeah, this is the interchange for I-45 as well, with Rankin Road as well as Kirkendall Road. Because yeah, the park and ride itself is off Kirkendall, which runs kind of parallel with I-45, but not exactly, because Kirkendall ends at the feeder road for I-45, just south of Rankin. But yeah, we're starting to come into the Greenspoint area, which in a little bit you're going to see over on the left. Well, you may not be able to see it from the freeway, but yeah, we'll be going by Greenspoint Mall a little bit, which there's still some stores that are there, although of course the mall is really, like, a lot of businesses have gone out of Greenspoint Mall, at least for what I've seen. Again, because I don't live in the Houston area, so it's hard to say how many stores are still there, but yeah, right here is the big interchange with the Sam Houston Tollway or Beltway 8, which of course, taking the Beltway East, that'll take you over to Bush Intercontinental Airport. Yeah, there's still some things going on at Greenspoint Mall, but yeah, I think a lot of the big tenants like, well, there's like Macy's or Dillard's, anything like that, have closed down. And of course, Beltway 8 going west, that'll take you out to 249 and over to like the northwest and then the western parts of the Houston metro area. But yeah, for what I've read online, I don't know if it's still true to this day or not, but I've heard Greenspoint is not supposed to be the or we're supposed to have some higher crime rates or something, at least from what I've heard. And I've even heard that some locals call it Guns Point because of some of the higher, I think, homicide rates which have been reported, I think, going back to the 90s. Traffic's not doing too bad, but yeah, I think things will start slowing down probably a few miles or so from now. Again, we're going the opposite direction of rush hour traffic, but of course Houston's a big city, so you're still going to see a lot of people going our direction too. I do know that today there's still one of the college bowl games. I think it's called the Texas Bowl, which is between, I think, Kansas State and LSU. However, that's, I believe, is at NRG Stadium, which is the 610 Loop South, which is south of downtown Houston. But of course, it's still the general direction. And we're starting to slow down just a tad, but nothing too significant yet. And yeah, we just passed the exit for it, but yeah, we're about to go over about like half a mile. We'll be going over the bridge for Highway 249, which Highway 249 goes to the northwestern areas of the Houston metro area. It's a highway. It's just a general highway at first, or a road, and then once it gets up toward the Beltway, then it becomes a freeway, which goes over toward like the Willowbrook area, and it goes over by I think the former Compaq headquarters, which is now just offices for Hewlett Packard. And once you go northwest of like Bluetta and Spring Cypress area, then it becomes a toll road, which heads out toward Tomball. And then continues northwest of Tomball as I think it's called the Aggie Expressway, which is brand new. It goes out toward the Magnolia area. And eventually it's supposed to go, I think they're supposed to complete it to where it connects over with Highway 6 and I think the Navasota area on its way up to College Station in Bryan, Texas, which of course College Station is where Texas A&M University is located. See it on the camera because it's going to be really small, but yeah, you can already start to see the skyscrapers for Houston from this far away. Oh yeah, you got the extra for Shepherd Drive. If I'm not mistaken, I think Shepherd Drive takes you south down toward the Heights district of Houston. And what I find interesting is that the express lanes, which is the HOV lane you see on the left, the speed limit's 45. The express lane, yet the main stretch of the freeway is, when you don't have slowdowns, 60 miles an hour, which that doesn't make any sense in my opinion. Because like as I know, and back where I'm from in Michigan, there's I-96, which is the freeway, one of the freeways which goes into Detroit. Like you got express lanes and you got local lanes, and the express lanes are faster than the local lanes in terms of speed limits. But every city's different. You got to embrace that. And yeah, I was right. Yeah, we're seeing a little bit slower traffic here, but thankfully, for the most part, not seeing stop and go traffic, which I can't complain about that. But yeah, one thing about Houston freeways though is that if there is a traffic accident on a freeway, these freeways become parking lots. And that's probably the same case if you're driving in huge metro areas like the Washington, D.C. metro area, L.A. in particular, which would be probably worse. L.A. is probably worse than Houston in terms of traffic. And then, of course, New York City. As a matter of fact, yeah, all the major cities in Texas can have really bad traffic, especially if you have an accident where it turns freeways turn into parking lots up in like in the Dallas-Fort Worth area or San Antonio or especially Austin, especially the fact that Austin has had a huge boom in population and businesses going to Austin. It's like the roads weren't really built for so many people going to Austin. Where I feel like with Houston, it's like there's a lot you can easily expand because there are a lot more freeways and toll roads in Houston than there are Austin. But still, Houston is larger than Austin, and you can still have just as bad traffic, and in some cases maybe even worse. That's why as you go out of Houston, you're seeing so much construction on the freeways like I-45 or going on 59, for example, going northeast toward Cleveland, Texas, or southwest heading down toward Victoria. And you're seeing them extend the freeway and widening the lanes. And good, the slowdown ended. Here on my Android auto console in my car. Yes, I'm driving my own car because I drove down here to Texas this time. I didn't fly down. So this is the same car I use when I do all my driving videos in Michigan. Before I'm saying we got another slowdown approaching, but it looks like a minor one like what we just saw. Yeah, I kind of like too that every once in a while you got these different automated signs showing you how much time it takes to get to a particular destination. The Metro Detroit area does the same thing. Yeah, 6 minutes to I-10 and then 11 minutes to, it says I-69, which that's technically that's Highway 59, but because they're extending I-69 down from Michigan and Indiana down to the border with Mexico, they've designated the freeway stretch of Highway 59 as I-69. Although all the locals, all the Houstonians here refer to it as 59. So if you were to talk about, so you were to ask, I would say, it wouldn't that surprise you if you asked the majority of Houstonians, where is I-69? They'd be like, what are you talking about, son? Or what are you talking about there? So it's like, yeah, just to be safe, if you're trying to ask for directions and you're looking for something along either like the East Tex Freeway or the Southwest Freeway, yeah, ask where Highway 59 is, or 59. And yeah, about another mile, we're about to approach the interchange with 610, which is the inner loop around Houston. 610 is the only free loop, or the only loop around Houston which is 100% free. No tolls on 610. Where on Beltway 8 on the freeway portion or the expressway portion, it's almost all tolled, with the exception of a couple, 2 or 3 small stretches, and then of course the stretch going by Intercontinental Airport. Yeah, you got the interchange with 610 here. It's like, yeah, I've noticed that this goes down to 3 lanes here at this interchange. So that's probably why you saw a little bit of the slowdown back there. go 610 west from here. That'll take you over to 290, over to I-10. Well, I-10, like the Katy Freeway area. That'll take you down to uptown Houston, which is where the Galleria Mall is located, as well as the Waterwall Park, which is really cool. Yeah, if you're visiting Houston, you definitely have to check out the Waterwall Park. That is absolutely beautiful. It's located like immediately south of Williams Tower, which is the largest building in, or the largest skyscraper in the uptown area of Houston. So now we're going to see, for the rest of this video, some great skyline, or some great views of the skyline of Houston. See the traffic going north of I-45 right now. But what's cool about I-45 is that, kind of like I-96 in Michigan, this is an intrastate, which, what I mean by that is that it is a freeway, or is an interstate, which only is located in a single state. Because I-45 runs from, or starts in Galveston, Texas, to the southeast of here, and it goes all the way up to I-30 up in Dallas. So I-45, yeah, it's the main freeway which goes from Houston to Galveston and then Houston to Dallas. Hey, we're probably going to see some heavier traffic once we get to where I-45 meets up with I-10. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to conclude the video when we get past I-10, because I'm going to Buffalo Bayou Park, and I can get to that by the exit for the Allen Parkway. Oh yeah, now we're starting to come to the interchange. So if you want to go I-10 west towards San Antonio to the western suburbs, yeah, be off to the right. You want to go east on I-10, going toward Beaumont, or eventually to Louisiana, you want to be over to the left. I do want to get over to the left lane because the exit for the Allen Parkway is to the left side of the freeway. And yeah, here comes the slower traffic up ahead. Yeah, there's slow traffic on I-10 as well. So it's probably because you got a lot of people merging in from I-10. So yeah, welcome to Houston, my friends. During rush hour traffic, this is a common sight. And I'm hoping I'm not too far to the left in these lanes, because I know at the exit to the left, but it could be the second lane to the left. But we'll find out together, shall we? One advantage of us going slow here is that we get to enjoy this beautiful skyline of Houston even more. Yeah, thankfully it's not going too slow, which is good though. So that way we can make some progress. Alright, Allen Parkway, I need to get over one lane to the right. Which I can do that. Oh, good. I can get over right now. Yeah, this is kind of why things get a little slow here, is because, yeah, a lot of people merging between these lanes to get to particular exit, because yeah, McKinney Street and also the exit for Pierce Street, yeah, those can, McKinney Street exit can take you right into downtown Houston. The exit for Dallas Street and Pierce Street can also take you to the south side of downtown, but it's also the exit you want if you want to go to all the destinations in Midtown, which Midtown has a lot of great restaurants to check out. I'm even doing a restaurant tour around Houston where one or two restaurants are even in Midtown. And of course, the exit for Allen Parkway that takes you west out of downtown Houston toward like Buffalo Bayou Park, and then it eventually turns into Kirby Drive heading down, which takes you down toward basically the area between Uptown and Montrose. Alright, so we're about to approach the exit for the Allen Parkway, so I hope you enjoyed this video of I-45 South going from the Grand Parkway to just south of I-10, going to downtown Houston. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to click that subscribe button to come along and join me for the adventure, and don't forget to click that notification bell so that way you know when a new video goes live. Well, thank you for watching, and this is Scott of the Scottman signing out.